I'm gonna have to do soul searching. Cover it! Hello YouTube friends and welcome to So Aldo Style, a show where I teach you how to look stylish and cute without breaking the bank. In today's episode, I will be sharing with you some tips and tricks on how to keep your cool and looking stylish for the summer without sweating and stuff like that. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So for the tip number one is wear a proper undergarments. So a lot of us doesn't really think about this, but what we wear underneath our clothes actually help us stay cool or sweat just because the first garment that we put on. So it is important that you actually wear the proper undergarments. So what I mean by that is the fabric choice. So be sure to wear 100% cotton undergarments. You know, they have them like in Target or probably any undergarment store. The 100% cotton panties and bras are actually helping you staying cool and sweat-free during hot summer days. Some of the shapewears, those are spandex and it has polyester in it, and those type of fabrics will make you sweat. So that is my tip number one. Tip number two is wear light colors. For example, the shirt that I'm wearing is obviously light because it is white, but I just contradicted what I said because I have a black dress at the end of the rack, but I will talk to you about that in a little bit. But for now, we talk about the light colored material. I used to live in Arizona, and then just observing on the road, there's so many white cars in Arizona just because why? It is so hot. So it's basically the same thing on the clothing. If you wear dark clothing, it will absorb more heat, and if you are wearing light clothing, the light or the heat will just bounce off and it will not make you as hot and sweaty. So wearing light colored garments and lightweight in fabric is actually going to help you stay cool just because it's not as heavy and it's not as thick. And so that is for the tip number two. Now let's head on to tip number three. Number three is avoid layering. What I mean by that is, for example, you have a V-neck top. Of course, for some people, V-neck could be a little revealing, and of course, you're gonna wear a tank top underneath it. So that extra layer of fabric is actually going to make you feel hot. Instead of wearing that V-neck shirt, why not offer something different that you don't have to layer? So that's what I mean by avoid layering. So it goes for the skirt as well. Sometimes there are skirts that is very see-through and lightweight. Some skirt, especially the cheap ones that doesn't have lining at all. Sometimes, you know, you have to wear like a slip underneath so it's not see-through. So that is an extra layer that is going to make you feel hot. This is actually a good option so you don't have to wear a cardigan or a denim jacket over a top just because you already have, it's already long sleeve. If you're outside and it gets too hot, you can just roll this up. Or if it's too cold, if you go in a restaurant, sometimes the air conditioning is like jack up really high, and then you can just pull this down and it will keep you warm. Same thing with this button down shirt right here. So if you are going to be outside and you know it's going to be hot, you can just roll this up, roll up the sleeves, and then if you go inside a building or restaurant or somewhere, someone's house that is super cold, then you can easily roll down the sleeves. So yeah, so those are like ways to avoid layering, is planning your outfits really well. So let's put those away. So now that brings us to tip number four, is choosing the right fabrics. Like I said earlier, wear lightweight colored garments, but I have a black dress at the end of the rack. But now I'm going to talk to you why I have this on the rack. The reason why is this is 100% cotton. It might be dark in color, but just because the fabric is 100% cotton, it is still breathable and will not make me sweat or not make you sweat. So this is another option if you love dress. I mean, if you love black for summer, go ahead, but pick the right fabric for it. I know a person that wears only black, white, and navy or navy blue, and she actually always look awesome all the time just because it's a basic piece, and then she chose the right fabric. Even though this is a maxi dress, it is flowy, so it will not keep me warm. The air will still circulate under the dress and it will keep me cool, and the fabric is 100% cotton, which makes it super breathable. And I also have this one. This white dress right here is a perfect summer dress. Why? It is white, lightweight, 100% cotton, and the lining is 100% cotton as well. So very important to pay attention to the lining. You may have a 100% cotton shell is the outside, but the lining is polyester. So that doesn't do you any good because polyester trap moisture. It will make you sweat and it will make you feel so hot. The lining is just as important as paying attention to the main fabric. I also have a gingham shirt dress right here, and this one doesn't have any lining at all, but it is thick enough that I don't have to worry about it, that it's going to be see-through. And this is also 100% cotton. This is from the brand Calvin Klein. You can get it from Macy's, Nordstrom Rack. They have this, or yeah, they even have something like this in J. Crew. So you will get, so that's why you just have to pay attention to the material, okay? So this is another 100% cotton dress that I absolutely love. This is perfect, and look, it has pockets. I have a similar dress that has a bigger gingham print in navy and white combination. This one is a smaller gingham in white, gray, and black. So this is still another perfect summer dress that I will not sweat in. So that's that. Let's put this away. Another example of choosing the right fabric. So for example, I have this linen skirt. Linen is also a good material for summertime, but this one is actually a good example of paying attention to the fabric outside, the shell, and the lining. So this one is in linen material and it's super nice outside, but the lining is actually made out of polyester. So that will trap moisture and heat, and it will make you sweaty down here. So that's why it's important to pay attention to the lining. So that's why whenever I wear this skirt, I make sure that I plan what I'm going to wear for undergarments, just because of this very reason, that the lining is polyester. So that is something that you really have to pay attention. These two outfits together, I already worn these outfits like this together before, and it actually looks super cute. The reason why it goes really well is because this is pink and this skirt has some sort of shade of pink here or purple here, and then you mix it together, you get a perfect cute little outfit. So that's that. So now, this is not 100% cotton, but because it is a viscose blend, viscose and rayon blend, it still makes it like a so-so summer dress, and it's cheaper. Yeah, this type of fabrics are a lot cheaper than the 100% cotton. So the fabrics that I think you should stay away from are chiffon and rayon, like I said earlier. Those are terrible dresses. I know when I went to TJ Maxx, when I went to J. Crew, Loft, Banana Republic, they have so many beautiful chiffon dresses. The prints are amazing. I just kind of like, no, you know what? Those dresses are like, what, 90% plastic, and it's gonna make me feel sweaty. No, thank you. So that's why you have to you have to be aware of the fabric choices. So fabric choices is a key to keeping cool and stylish at the same time during hot summer days. So yeah, let's put this back in the rack. By the way, if I didn't mention, I got this from the Banana Republic on the clearance section for like 10 bucks. I really love this dress. As you can see, the red actually goes really well with my skin tone, which is awesome. So that's that. And I love that it has like little blues and light pink in there. So yeah, the number 5 is avoid wearing fitted garments. What I mean by that is super fitted, you know, like body hugging outfits. For example, this top right here is fitted, right? But the skirt is flowy, so it balances out. So the air will still circulate under there and will keep me cool. But if you are wearing, for example, a very tight skirt, you know, very tight skirt, your legs are very close to each other, and then that will just, you know, create some heat. It will create some heat. If you wear a pencil skirt as opposed to a flowy maxi skirt, you know, pencil skirt is more likely going to make you feel hot just because the air will not circulate in between your legs. But if you are wearing a flowy skirt like this one that I'm wearing, the air will still circulate. On the top, it's okay just because if you are wearing 100% cotton t-shirt like this one, it's not a problem. And I also have these 2 dresses here that are flowy. So this one, I made these 2 dresses. They are the same style. This one has petal sleeves. This one is obviously sleeveless dress. As you can see, they are both flowy. So if I wear this, I don't have to wear some sort of slip underneath it just because it's thick enough and it's still flowy. So I will only have 1 layer of clothes, and that is good to go, and that will keep me cool for that hot and humid summer day. So that's that. If you don't want to wear a fitted t-shirt, you can opt for a loose fitting one so the air can still circulate and it will keep you cool for those hot summer days. And last but not the least, picking the right footwear. So I have 2 pairs right here that I'm going to share with you. The first pair of sandals are these skin tone or nude sandals I bought this when I went to the Philippines in the shoe mart. This is from the brand Parisian, and I love this sandal so much. As you can see, it's just because this is neutral, it's gonna go really well with all the clothes that I showed you today. I absolutely love this. I wear this all the time. As you can see, the sole is almost gone. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do soul searching. I can't help it. I love puns, by the way. So yeah, and I got this for like 10 bucks. That was such a good deal though. 10 bucks. So yeah, and then the next pair of shoes that I'm going to show you are from J. Crew, and these are the espadrilles. I really love it. This is just like an elevated sneakers. Yeah, I do have a white pair of sneakers, but sometimes if that one is like super dirty and it needs to be washed, I wear these, and these will go with all the clothes that I featured on the rack today. These are closed shoes, and sometimes your feet can sweat in these shoes, and any type of shoes, you know. But I have a secret that I'm going to share with you. You might find it a little weird, but it actually works really good. So let me go ahead and get it. So I have these. Do you know what these are? Yes, they are panty liners. So let me toss that down. I don't need that. So I'm going to open this up. So what you do is you put the panty liner inside the shoe. And there you go. It's properly lined. Now it's fresh. Yes, this will actually absorb the sweat, and it's breathable. It will make your feet feel fresh and flowery. Works for me, and I really like this trick. And yeah, so let me know this one is properly lined. Cover it. So yeah, let's put that there. So those are all the tips that I think is going to help you to keep your cool in the summer. And if you think these are helpful, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you have additional tips that you would like to share with us, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to read your tips. If you enjoy this video, be sure to give this some love by clicking the like button and hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notifications so you will get notified whenever I post a new video. Until next time, bye!